What if the ancient world left behind clues so vast and intricate that they can only be fully seen from the sky? Welcome to the Nazca Lines of Peru, one of the most baffling mysteries of human history. Scattered across the desert plains, these enormous geoglyphs have puzzled researchers, historians, and adventurers for decades. From massive animal figures etched into the earth to precise geometric patterns that stretch for miles, the Nazca Lines are a testament to the ingenuity and creativity of an ancient civilization. But why were they created? How did the Nazca people achieve such precision without the technology we have today? And what secrets do these lines hold about their culture, beliefs, and connection to the cosmos? In this video, we're diving deep into 30 puzzling secrets of the Nazca Lines, uncovering the theories, mysteries, and discoveries that continue to captivate the world. So, grab your explorer's hat and join us as we unravel the enigma of these ancient masterpieces. You're about to discover why the Nazca Lines are more than just lines in the sand. They're a window into a world long forgotten. Let's get started. Now let's turn our attention to the very first mystery that surrounds these massive desert drawings, the purpose of the Nazca Lines. Why were they created? This is perhaps the most debated question among researchers, and the answers are as fascinating as they are varied. One prominent theory suggests that the lines served as an astronomical calendar, aligning with celestial events like solstices or equinoxes. This idea stems from the observation that some of the lines point directly toward the sun during specific times of the year, hinting at a sophisticated understanding of the skies. Another compelling theory proposes that the geoglyphs were part of religious or spiritual rituals. Some researchers believe the lines were pathways for ceremonial processions, guiding people to sacred sites or connecting them with deities. The animal figures, in particular, might have held symbolic meaning, representing gods or spirits worshipped by the Nazca people. Then there's the idea that the lines were a form of communication, perhaps with the gods above or even extraterrestrial beings. This theory, while popular in pop culture, lacks concrete evidence but speaks to the enduring mystery of the lines. What makes this question even more intriguing is the lack of written records from the Nazca civilization. Without direct evidence, we're left to piece together clues from their culture, environment, and the lines themselves. Was it a combination of all these purposes? Or something entirely different that we've yet to uncover? The truth is, ancient intentions are incredibly complex to decipher, and the Nazca Lines remind us that sometimes the answers aren't as clear as we'd like them to be. As we explore further, keep in mind that each theory adds another layer to this puzzling enigma, inviting us to think beyond the obvious and consider the incredible ingenuity of the Nazca people. With that in mind, let's move to our next secret, the astonishing scale and precision of these ancient marvels. Now that we've explored the possible purposes behind the Nazca Lines, let's dive into something equally mind-blowing, their sheer scale and precision. Picture this: some of these geoglyphs stretch over 1,000 feet in length, with shapes so precise they rival modern engineering feats. The lines themselves, often perfectly straight, traverse miles of desert terrain, while the animal figures, like the famous hummingbird and spider, are meticulously proportioned. How did the ancient Nazca people achieve such accuracy without the benefit of modern technology or even aerial views? One theory suggests they used simple tools and techniques, like wooden stakes and ropes, to plot out these massive designs. They might have worked in small sections, carefully measuring and adjusting to ensure the shapes stayed true to their vision. Another idea is that they used a grid system, scaling up smaller sketches onto the desert floor. It's a method still used by architects and artists today, but the Nazca people did it on an unprecedented scale. What's even more fascinating is how they maintained such precision across vast distances. Some lines run straight for miles without deviating, even over hills and uneven terrain. To put it into perspective, imagine trying to draw a perfectly straight line across an entire city, blindfolded. That's essentially what the Nazca people accomplished, and their work remains visible centuries later. When you compare these ancient marvels to modern engineering, the parallels are striking. Just as today's architects use advanced technology to create massive, intricate structures, the Nazca people relied on their ingenuity and skill to achieve something equally awe-inspiring. Their work is a testament to the power of human creativity and determination, proving that even without the tools we have today, they were capable of extraordinary feats. As we continue uncovering the secrets of the Nazca Lines, it's impossible not to marvel at the intersection of art, science, and culture they represent. And with that, let's move on to another captivating aspect of this ancient mystery. Shifting our focus to the animal geoglyphs, these iconic figures are among the most recognizable and enigmatic aspects of the Nazca Lines. The hummingbird, spider, and monkey, for example, are not just artistic marvels but also carry deep cultural significance. The hummingbird, with its intricate wings and elongated beak, is often associated with fertility and the life-giving rains that were crucial to the Nazca people. The spider, with its exaggerated legs and circular body, is thought to symbolize water and irrigation, essential in the arid desert environment. Meanwhile, the monkey, with its spiraling tail and open arms, might represent the cycles of nature or even a connection to celestial bodies. These animal figures weren't just random choices. They likely held spiritual or ritualistic meaning for the Nazca civilization. Some researchers believe they were part of ceremonial practices, perhaps used in offerings or prayers to the gods for rain and fertility. Others suggest they served as markers for important astronomical events or seasonal changes, aligning with the movements of the sun or stars. But the mystery deepens when we consider the lesser-known geoglyphs, such as the heron, the dog, and even a mysterious figure often referred to as the owl man. These designs, though less famous, add layers of intrigue to the Nazca Lines. The heron, for instance, with its long neck and slender legs, might symbolize grace or migration, while the dog could represent loyalty or protection. The owl man, with its humanoid form and owl-like features, has sparked endless speculation, with some suggesting it depicts a shaman or a deity. Each of these figures, whether iconic or obscure, offers a glimpse into the beliefs and daily lives of the Nazca people. They remind us that these lines were more than just art. They were a language, a way of communicating with the gods, the earth, and the cosmos. As we unravel the meanings behind these animal geoglyphs, the Nazca Lines continue to reveal their secrets, one figure at a time. And with that, we'll turn our attention to another fascinating piece of the puzzle. Now, let's turn our attention to one of the most debated and fascinating geoglyphs in the Nazca Lines, the so-called astronaut figure. This enigmatic design, etched into the desert floor, has sparked intense speculation and controversy. With its humanoid shape, large eyes, and what appears to be a helmet or headgear, it's no wonder some have suggested it depicts extraterrestrial beings. This interpretation has fueled theories about ancient alien contact, capturing the imagination of enthusiasts worldwide. However, the mainstream explanation takes a very different view. Most archaeologists and researchers argue that the astronaut is more likely a representation of a shaman or a spiritual figure. In many ancient cultures, shamans were believed to act as intermediaries between the human and spirit worlds, often depicted with exaggerated or symbolic features. The figure's large eyes, for instance, could symbolize heightened perception or spiritual insight, while its unusual headgear might represent ceremonial attire or a headdress used in rituals. This stark contrast in interpretations highlights an important aspect of studying ancient art. Our understanding is often shaped by modern perspectives and biases. What one person sees as evidence of extraterrestrial visitations, another views as a symbolic expression of spiritual beliefs. The astronaut figure serves as a reminder that the Nazca Lines are not just physical creations, but also windows into the minds and imaginations of the people who made them. As we explore this geoglyph, it's worth considering how our own cultural lens influences the way we interpret ancient symbols. Whether it's a shaman, an alien, or something else entirely, the astronaut continues to intrigue and challenge our understanding of the Nazca civilization. And with that, we'll move on to another intriguing aspect of these mysterious lines. Turning our focus now to another compelling aspect of the Nazca Lines, we come to the role of water and its potential significance in their creation. The Nazca region, known for its harsh, arid environment, posed significant challenges for its ancient inhabitants. Water was a scarce and precious resource, and its management would have been critical for survival. This has led researchers to propose that the Nazca Lines might have been intricately connected to water rituals or even practical systems like aqueducts. Some theories suggest that the geoglyphs could have been part of ceremonial practices aimed at appealing to the gods for rainfall or fertility. The intricate designs may have served as offerings or symbols of gratitude, reflecting the deep spiritual connection the Nazca people had with water. Additionally, certain patterns and alignments in the lines have been found to correspond with underground water sources or the paths of ancient aqueducts known as puquios. These aqueducts were sophisticated engineering feats that allowed the Nazca civilization to channel water from subterranean reserves to their farms and settlements. The idea that the lines were markers or guides for water-related infrastructure is particularly intriguing. Some researchers argue that the shapes and directions of the geoglyphs may have helped the Nazca people locate and manage water more effectively. For example, certain animal figures like the hummingbird have been linked to fertility and water in Andean mythology, further supporting this connection. This theory not only highlights the ingenuity of the Nazca people, but also underscores the importance of water in shaping their culture and survival strategies. Whether as spiritual symbols, practical tools, or both, the Nazca Lines offer a fascinating glimpse into how this ancient civilization navigated the challenges of their environment. As we continue to explore these enigmatic designs, it's clear that the Nazca Lines are more than just art. They're a testament to human resilience and creativity in the face of adversity. Next, we'll delve into another layer of this mystery, examining how these lines were constructed with such precision and care. Now, let's take a closer look at the remarkable techniques behind the creation of the Nazca Lines. One of the most fascinating aspects of these geoglyphs is how they were crafted with such precision despite the limitations of their time. The process involved removing the top layer of dark, iron-rich stones to expose the lighter, sand-colored soil beneath. This striking contrast is what gives the lines their visibility and has allowed them to endure for centuries. The Nazca people likely used simple yet effective tools to achieve this, such as wooden stakes, ropes, and possibly even stone hammers. By carefully clearing away the darker stones and arranging them along the edges of the designs, they created clear, defined patterns that could be seen from great distances. The precision of these geoglyphs is all the more impressive when you consider that the Nazca people did not have access to modern surveying tools or aerial views to guide their work. What's equally intriguing is how these lines were maintained over time. The dry, stable climate of the Nazca Desert played a key role in preserving the designs, but the Nazca people also likely took measures to ensure their longevity. By periodically clearing away debris and maintaining the edges of the geoglyphs, they ensured that the lines remained visible for generations. The construction of the Nazca Lines speaks volumes about the ingenuity and dedication of this ancient civilization. Their ability to create such intricate designs with limited technology is a testament to their skill and resourcefulness. As we explore further, we'll uncover even more layers of mystery surrounding these incredible creations. One of the most baffling questions about the Nazca Lines is how the ancient Nazca people managed to create such enormous designs without the ability to view them from above. With some geoglyphs stretching over 1,000 feet long, it's hard to imagine how they achieved such precision without aerial guidance. This mystery has sparked numerous theories over the years, each offering a different perspective on how these massive figures were crafted. One popular theory suggests that the Nazca people might have used hot air balloons to gain a bird's eye view of their work. Proponents of this idea point to ancient pottery and textiles that appear to depict balloon-like designs. While there's no concrete evidence to confirm this, it's a fascinating possibility that showcases the ingenuity of this civilization. Another theory proposes that the Nazca people built observation towers or platforms to oversee their creations. These structures would have allowed them to step back and view the lines from a higher vantage point, ensuring accuracy in their designs. Archaeological evidence of such towers has been found in the region, lending some credibility to this idea. Some researchers believe that the Nazca people might have used simple yet effective techniques, such as ropes and stakes, to map out the designs from the ground. By carefully measuring and aligning their work, they could have created the geoglyphs without needing to see them from above. This method would have required incredible skill and planning, but it aligns with the precision seen in the line. What's clear is that the Nazca people had a deep understanding of geometry and spatial relationships. Whether they used balloons, towers, or ground-level techniques, their ability to create such intricate designs on such a massive scale remains a testament to their creativity and resourcefulness. As we continue to explore these ancient marvels, the question of how they achieved this feat only deepens the mystery surrounding the Nazca Lines. Turning our gaze upward, let's explore another captivating theory about the Nazca Lines, their potential alignment with celestial bodies and constellations. Some researchers believe that these massive geoglyphs were not just artistic expressions, but also sophisticated astronomical markers. The idea is that the Nazca people used the lines to track the movements of the sun, moon, and stars, creating a kind of ancient observatory etched into the desert floor. Evidence supporting this theory includes the alignment of certain lines with solstices and equinoxes, key moments in the solar calendar. For example, some geoglyphs appear to point directly toward the rising or setting sun during these celestial events. This suggests that the Nazca civilization possessed a deep understanding of astronomy, using their knowledge to mark significant dates for agriculture, rituals, or other cultural purposes. Further adding to the intrigue, specific figures like the spider and the monkey have been linked to constellations visible in the night sky over the Nazca region. The spider, for instance, is thought to represent the constellation Orion, which held great importance in many ancient cultures. If true, this connection could imply that the Nazca Lines served as a celestial map, guiding the people in both practical and spiritual ways. However, not all researchers are convinced. Critics argue that while some alignments exist, they could be coincidental, given the vast number of lines and the countless celestial bodies in the sky. They suggest that the Nazca people may have had other motivations for creating the geoglyphs, and any astronomical significance might have been secondary. What's undeniable is the Nazca civilization's advanced knowledge of the heavens. Whether the lines were intentional star maps or simply inspired by the cosmos, they reflect a society deeply connected to the natural world and the mysteries above. As we continue to study these enigmatic designs, the possibility of their celestial alignment adds yet another layer of wonder to the enduring puzzle of the Nazca Lines. Next, we'll delve into their cultural and spiritual significance, uncovering how these lines may have shaped the identity of an ancient people. Moving beyond their astronomical connections, the Nazca Lines hold profound cultural and spiritual significance for the ancient Nazca civilization. These geoglyphs were far more than just massive artworks etched into the desert. They were deeply woven into the fabric of their society, serving as powerful symbols of identity, belief, and communal purpose. One prevailing theory suggests that the lines played a central role in religious ceremonies and rituals. The Nazca people may have used these vast designs as sacred pathways or gathering spaces for processions, offerings, or prayers. Walking along these lines could have been a spiritual act connecting them to their gods or ancestors. Some researchers even propose that the geoglyphs were part of water-related rituals, given the arid environment of the region. Water, a precious and often scarce resource, would have held immense religious significance, and the lines might have been created to invoke rain or honor deities associated with fertility and sustenance. The animal figures, such as the hummingbird, monkey, and spider, also carry cultural weight. These creatures could have symbolized specific gods, natural forces, or even totems representing different clans or families within the Nazca society. By depicting these animals in such grand scale, the Nazca people may have been expressing their reverence for the natural world and their place within it. Moreover, the lines might have served as a unifying force for the community, bringing people together in the shared act of creation and maintenance. Crafting these geoglyphs would have required immense collaboration, coordination, and dedication over generations. This collective effort could have strengthened social bonds and reinforced a sense of belonging and purpose among the Nazca people. The Nazca Lines also functioned as a lasting testament to their civilization's identity. In a world without written records, these massive designs became a way to communicate their values, beliefs, and stories to future generations. They were a visual language, a permanent reminder of who they were and what they held sacred. While much about their exact purpose remains shrouded in mystery, the cultural and spiritual importance of the Nazca Lines is undeniable. They were more than just markings on the earth. They were a profound expression of a civilization's connection to their gods, their environment, and each other. As we delve deeper into their secrets, we uncover not just the technical marvels of their creation, but also the enduring legacy of a people who sought to leave their mark on the world. Next, we'll explore the challenges of preserving these ancient wonders in the modern era. As we turn our attention to the present day, the preservation of the Nazca Lines has become a pressing concern. These ancient geoglyphs, which have endured for centuries, now face a range of modern threats that could jeopardize their survival for future generations. One of the most significant challenges is erosion. The same desert winds and occasional rains that once helped preserve the lines are now accelerating their deterioration, gradually wearing away the delicate designs etched into the earth. Tourism, while a vital source of awareness and funding, also poses a risk. The sheer volume of visitors to the site has led to unintentional damage, with foot traffic and vehicles causing wear and tear on the fragile terrain. Efforts to manage and restrict access have been implemented, but balancing public interest with preservation remains a delicate task. Climate change adds another layer of complexity. Shifts in weather patterns, including more intense and unpredictable rainfall, threaten to wash away sections of the lines that have remained intact for over 1,000 years. The arid environment of the Nazca region, once a protective barrier, is now more vulnerable than ever to these environmental changes. Despite these challenges, significant efforts are underway to protect and preserve the Nazca Lines. Archaeologists and conservationists are employing advanced technologies such as drone monitoring and 3D mapping to document the lines in precise detail. This not only helps track changes over time, but also provides valuable data for restoration projects. International organizations and local authorities are also working together to raise awareness and implement protective measures. Educational campaigns aim to inform visitors about the fragility of the site, encouraging responsible tourism. Meanwhile, protective barriers and designated viewing areas have been established to minimize direct impact on the geoglyphs. The preservation of the Nazca Lines is not just about safeguarding ancient art. It's about protecting a priceless link to human history. These efforts ensure that future generations can continue to marvel at and learn from the ingenuity and creativity of the Nazca people. As we move forward, understanding the challenges and supporting conservation efforts becomes a shared responsibility for all who value this extraordinary legacy. Next, we'll delve into the role of archaeology in uncovering the secrets of the Nazca Lines. Now, let's shift our focus to the fascinating role of archaeology in unraveling the mysteries of the Nazca Lines. Over the years, archaeologists have dedicated themselves to studying these enigmatic geoglyphs, employing a mix of traditional methods and cutting-edge technologies to uncover their secrets. One of the earliest breakthroughs came in the 1900s, when aerial photography first revealed the full scale and complexity of the lines, sparking a wave of interest and research. In recent decades, technological advancements have revolutionized how archaeologists approach the Nazca Lines. Drones, for instance, have become indispensable tools, allowing researchers to capture high-resolution images and map the lines with unprecedented precision. This technology has not only helped document existing geoglyphs, but also led to the discovery of previously unseen designs hidden beneath the desert floor. Another game-changer has been the use of LiDAR, or light detection and ranging. This remote sensing technique uses laser pulses to create detailed three-dimensional maps of the terrain, revealing subtle features that are invisible to the naked eye. Through LiDAR, archaeologists have identified patterns and alignments that suggest the Nazca Lines were part of a much larger and more intricate system than previously thought. Ongoing research continues to yield new insights. For example, studies of soil composition and erosion patterns have provided clues about how the lines were constructed and maintained over centuries. Archaeologists have also uncovered artifacts and remains near the geoglyphs, offering glimpses into the daily lives and spiritual practices of the Nazca people. Perhaps one of the most exciting aspects of this research is its collaborative nature. Archaeologists from around the world are working together, combining their expertise to piece together the story behind these ancient marvels. This global effort ensures that the secrets of the Nazca Lines are not just preserved but also shared with the wider public. As we look to the future, the role of archaeology remains crucial. With every new discovery, we inch closer to understanding the purpose and significance of the Nazca Lines, bringing us face to face with the ingenuity of a civilization that thrived over 1,000 years ago. Next, we'll explore the intriguing connections between the Nazca Lines and other ancient sites in Peru and beyond. Turning our attention to a broader perspective, let's explore how the Nazca Lines might be connected to other ancient sites in Peru and beyond. The idea that these geoglyphs were part of a larger network of ancient civilizations is a compelling one, and there's evidence to suggest that the Nazca people weren't working in isolation. In fact, their creations might have been part of a shared cultural or spiritual framework that extended across the region. One striking example is the connection to the Paracas culture, which thrived in southern Peru centuries before the Nazca. The Paracas people are known for their intricate textiles and mysterious geoglyphs, some of which bear similarities to the motifs found in the Nazca Lines. Scholars have speculated that the Nazca might have inherited certain artistic traditions or symbolic practices from the Paracas, suggesting a cultural continuity between these two civilizations. Another fascinating link can be found at Cahuachi, an ancient ceremonial center located just a few miles from the Nazca Lines. Archaeological excavations at Cahuachi have uncovered evidence of large-scale rituals, including offerings and burials, which hint at its importance as a spiritual hub. Researchers believe that the Nazca Lines could have served as a kind of sacred pathway, connecting Cahuachi to other significant sites in the region. Beyond Peru, there are intriguing parallels between the Nazca Lines and other ancient geoglyphs around the world. For instance, the Blythe intaglios in California and the Uffington White Horse in England share similarities in scale and purpose, often interpreted as markers of territory, spiritual sites, or astronomical guides. While these sites are separated by vast distances, their existence raises questions about whether ancient cultures independently developed similar practices or if there was some form of shared knowledge. These connections challenge us to think beyond the Nazca Lines as isolated wonders and consider them as part of a broader tapestry of human ingenuity. They remind us that ancient civilizations were often more interconnected than we realize, sharing ideas, beliefs, and practices that transcended geographical boundaries. As we continue our journey through the mysteries of the Nazca Lines, we'll next delve into the abrupt disappearance of the Nazca civilization and how it might relate to their enigmatic creations. Now, let's uncover one of the most perplexing mysteries surrounding the Nazca Lines, the sudden disappearance of the Nazca people. This enigmatic civilization, known for their intricate geoglyphs, vanished almost as mysteriously as they appeared, leaving behind their monumental creations and an enduring puzzle for archaeologists. What could have caused such a thriving culture to collapse? One prominent theory points to environmental changes. The Nazca region is one of the driest places on Earth, and evidence suggests that prolonged droughts may have devastated their agricultural systems. Without reliable water sources, the Nazca people may have struggled to sustain their population, leading to societal breakdown and eventual dispersal. Some researchers believe that the lines themselves could have been part of rituals intended to summon rain or appease the gods, reflecting their desperate struggle against a changing climate. Another possibility is that warfare played a role in their decline. Competition for scarce resources in such a harsh environment could have sparked conflicts between neighboring groups. Archaeological evidence of fortified settlements and weaponry supports the idea that the Nazca people faced threats both from within and outside their community. These conflicts might have destabilized their society, contributing to its eventual collapse. A more recent theory suggests that the Nazca people may have been affected by seismic activity. The region is prone to earthquakes, and a significant event could have disrupted their way of life, destroying infrastructure and forcing them to abandon their homes. This theory, while less explored, adds another layer of complexity to the story of their disappearance. Interestingly, the Nazca Lines themselves may hold clues to these events. Some researchers propose that the geoglyphs were created during a time of crisis, serving as a form of communication with the divine or as a means of preserving their cultural identity in the face of adversity. If true, these lines could be seen as a testament to their resilience, even as their civilization faded into history. The disappearance of the Nazca people remains an unsolved mystery, but it's a reminder of the fragility of even the most advanced societies. As we continue to piece together the story of their decline, we gain not only insight into their world, but also a deeper understanding of the forces that shape human history. Next, we'll examine how the Nazca Lines reveal the remarkable mathematical precision of this ancient civilization. Turning our attention to another fascinating aspect, let's explore the incredible mathematical precision behind the Nazca Lines. These ancient designs, etched into the Peruvian desert, showcase a level of geometric accuracy that continues to baffle researchers. How did the Nazca people achieve such perfection without the tools or technology we rely on today? One of the most striking features of the Nazca Lines is their precise geometric shapes. From perfectly straight lines stretching for miles to intricate spirals and trapezoids, the designs demonstrate a deep understanding of geometry. Some lines are so exact that they appear to have been drawn with the aid of modern instruments, yet the Nazca civilization predates such advancements by over 1,000 years. Researchers believe the Nazca people may have used simple yet effective methods to create these intricate patterns. One theory suggests they employed ropes and stakes to map out the designs, using basic geometric principles to ensure accuracy. For instance, creating a straight line could have involved stretching a rope between two fixed points, while curves and spirals might have been achieved by rotating a rope around a central stake. These techniques, while rudimentary, reveal a remarkable level of ingenuity and mathematical skill. Another aspect of their mathematical precision is the alignment of the lines with natural landmarks. Some geoglyphs are positioned in such a way that they align with the sun, moon, or stars during specific times of the year. This suggests the Nazca people not only understood geometry, but also had a sophisticated knowledge of astronomy. The harmony between their designs and celestial events points to a civilization that valued both art and science. The complexity of the geometric patterns also raises questions about their purpose. Were the lines purely artistic expressions, or did they serve a deeper, perhaps even practical, function? Some researchers propose that the designs could have been used for ceremonial purposes, with their precise forms symbolizing order and balance in the cosmos. Others suggest they might have been part of a larger system for tracking time or predicting seasonal changes. The mathematical precision of the Nazca Lines is a testament to the intellectual achievements of this ancient civilization. Their ability to create such intricate designs with limited resources highlights their advanced understanding of geometry and their dedication to producing works of enduring beauty and significance. As we continue to study these remarkable geoglyphs, we uncover not only the secrets of the Nazca people, but also the timeless power of human creativity and innovation. Next, we'll delve into how the natural environment influenced the placement and design of these mysterious lines. Moving deeper into the mysteries of the Nazca Lines, let's consider how the natural environment may have shaped their creation. The vast desert landscape of Peru, with its unique geological features, played a significant role in the placement and design of these ancient geoglyphs. The Nazca people didn't just choose a random spot in the desert. They carefully selected locations that interacted harmoniously with the natural world around them. One of the most striking influences of nature on the Nazca Lines is their alignment with prominent natural landmarks. Certain geoglyphs are positioned in ways that directly correspond to nearby mountains or hills, creating a visual connection between the designs and the surrounding terrain. This suggests that the Nazca people saw their environment as an integral part of their art, weaving their creations into the fabric of the landscape. The sun also seems to have been a major factor in the placement of the lines. Many of the geoglyphs are oriented in ways that align with the rising or setting sun during specific times of the year, such as solstices or equinoxes. This alignment not only highlights the Nazca's knowledge of astronomy, but also suggests that the lines may have served as a way to mark important celestial events, connecting the earth and sky in a profound way. Water, though scarce in the desert, also appears to have influenced the design of the Nazca Lines. Some researchers believe that the placement of certain geoglyphs may have been linked to underground water sources or ancient riverbeds. In a region where water was a precious resource, it's possible that the lines served as markers for these vital areas or were part of rituals to ensure a steady supply of water for the community. The harmony between the Nazca Lines and their environment is a testament to the creativity and resourcefulness of the Nazca people. They didn't just impose their designs onto the landscape, they worked with it, using natural features to enhance the meaning and impact of their geoglyphs. This interplay between art and nature adds another layer of intrigue to these ancient wonders, reminding us of the deep connection between human creativity and the natural world. Next, we'll investigate the controversial theories surrounding extraterrestrial involvement in the creation of the Nazca Lines, and whether there's any evidence to support these claims. Now, let's turn our attention to one of the most debated and sensational theories surrounding the Nazca Lines: the idea that extraterrestrials played a role in their creation. This theory has captured the imagination of many, but what's the truth behind these claims, and why do they continue to fascinate people around the world? The extraterrestrial hypothesis suggests that the sheer scale, precision, and complexity of the Nazca Lines are beyond the capabilities of ancient humans. Proponents of this theory argue that the lines could only have been created with advanced technology or guidance from beings from another world. Some even point to specific geoglyphs, like the so-called Astronaut Figure, as potential evidence of alien influence. However, when we examine this theory more closely, the evidence doesn't hold up. Archaeologists and historians have found no artifacts, tools, or records that suggest extraterrestrial involvement. Instead, the construction techniques used to create the lines, such as removing the top layer of dark stones to reveal lighter soil, are consistent with the knowledge and skills of the Nazca people. Additionally, the alignment of the lines with natural landmarks and celestial events demonstrates their deep understanding of their environment, not the intervention of otherworldly beings. So why does this theory persist in popular culture? Part of the reason lies in the sense of mystery and wonder that the Nazca Lines inspire. Their colossal size and intricate designs naturally lead to questions about how they were made, and for some, the idea of extraterrestrials offers an exciting, though speculative, explanation. This theory has also been fueled by books, documentaries, and even fictional works that explore the possibility of ancient alien contact, keeping the idea alive in the public imagination. While the extraterrestrial theory may be intriguing, it's important to approach it with a critical eye. The Nazca Lines are a testament to the ingenuity, creativity, and perseverance of the ancient Nazca people, not proof of alien intervention. By focusing on the archaeological evidence and the cultural context of the lines, we can appreciate them as a remarkable human achievement rather than a mystery that requires otherworldly explanations. Next, we'll explore the role of shamanism in the creation of the Nazca Lines and how spiritual practices may have influenced their design and purpose. Turning our attention to the spiritual realm, let's explore the fascinating theory that shamanism played a significant role in the creation of the Nazca Lines. Shamans, spiritual leaders who act as intermediaries between the human and spirit worlds, were central figures in many ancient cultures, including the Nazca civilization. It's believed that these lines might have been used in rituals or ceremonies led by shamans, perhaps as pathways or symbols to connect with the divine. One intriguing idea is that the Nazca Lines were designed to be viewed from above as part of shamanic journeys in altered states of consciousness. Shamans often used natural substances or intense mental focus to enter trances, during which they might have envisioned these massive designs. The lines could have served as a spiritual map or a tool to guide their visions, helping them communicate with deities, ancestors, or otherworldly beings. This theory aligns with the fact that many of the geoglyphs depict animals and figures that held deep symbolic meaning in Nazca culture, possibly representing spirits or deities. Another possibility is that the lines were used in group rituals, with shamans leading their communities in ceremonies meant to ensure fertility, rainfall, or other essential elements for survival. The Nazca region's arid environment made water a precious resource, and many of the lines' alignments with water sources or celestial events suggest a connection to rituals aimed at invoking divine favor. The act of creating these massive designs itself could have been a form of communal prayer or devotion, reinforcing the bond between the people and their spiritual beliefs. While there's no definitive proof that shamanism directly influenced the Nazca Lines, the theory offers a compelling lens through which to view their purpose. It highlights the deep spiritual connection the Nazca people had with their environment and the cosmos, suggesting that the lines were more than just art or markers. They were a powerful expression of faith and ritual. Next, we'll delve into how the Nazca Lines have left their mark on modern culture, shaping art, literature, and our fascination with ancient mysteries. Shifting our focus to the present day, let's examine how the Nazca Lines continue to captivate and inspire modern culture. These ancient geoglyphs have become more than just a historical curiosity. They've woven their way into art, literature, and even pop culture, fueling our collective fascination with ancient mysteries. In the world of art, the Nazca Lines have served as a source of inspiration for countless creators. Artists have drawn parallels between the massive, enigmatic designs and contemporary themes of connection, spirituality, and the human relationship with the cosmos. Some have reimagined the lines in modern mediums, using them as a canvas to explore questions about identity, time, and the enduring power of human creativity. Literature, too, has embraced the allure of the Nazca Lines. They've appeared in novels, short stories, and essays as symbols of the unknown, often serving as backdrops for tales of adventure, discovery, and even science fiction. Authors have used the lines to evoke a sense of wonder, blending historical fact with imaginative speculation to craft narratives that keep readers hooked. Movies and television have also brought the Nazca Lines to life, often portraying them as gateways to ancient secrets or extraterrestrial encounters. From documentaries that delve into their history to blockbuster films that use them as plot devices, the lines have become a staple of storytelling that bridges the gap between the past and the present. Their mysterious nature makes them a perfect fit for genres that thrive on intrigue and exploration. Beyond entertainment, the Nazca Lines have become a global symbol of ancient ingenuity and the enduring mysteries of human history. They've sparked debates, fueled conspiracy theories, and inspired countless theories about their purpose and creation. This cultural impact underscores their significance not just as archaeological wonders, but as a testament to humanity's endless curiosity and desire to understand the unknown. As we move forward, the Nazca Lines continue to remind us of the timeless appeal of mystery and the ways in which the past can shape the present. Next, we'll take a closer look at how these ancient designs were rediscovered by modern archaeologists and the challenges they faced in unraveling their secrets. Turning our attention to the rediscovery of the Nazca Lines, let's explore how these ancient wonders came back into the modern spotlight. It wasn't until the early 20th century that the lines began to capture the attention of the world. Aerial surveys in the 1920s and 30s revealed the true scale and intricacy of these designs, which had remained largely unnoticed from the ground. The first pilots to fly over the Nazca Desert were astounded by the massive figures and geometric shapes etched into the earth, sparking a wave of curiosity and fascination. Archaeologists and researchers quickly took an interest, but studying the Nazca Lines presented unique challenges. The sheer size of the geoglyphs made it difficult to fully grasp their complexity without an aerial perspective. Early ground-based investigations struggled to piece together the larger picture, as many of the designs stretched for hundreds of feet and were only visible from above. This led to the use of aircraft and later satellite imagery, which revolutionized the way the lines were studied and understood. Initial reactions to the Nazca Lines ranged from awe to confusion. Scholars debated their purpose, with some suggesting they were ancient roads or irrigation systems, while others saw them as ritual pathways or astronomical markers. The lack of written records from the Nazca people only deepened the mystery, leaving researchers to rely on the designs themselves for clues. Each theory brought new questions, and the lines became a puzzle that defied easy explanation. Another major challenge was preserving these fragile geoglyphs. The arid climate of the Nazca Desert had protected them for centuries, but human activity began to pose a threat. Foot traffic, vehicles, and even climate change risked damaging the lines, prompting efforts to protect and conserve them. Archaeologists faced the delicate task of studying the site without causing harm, a balance that continues to this day. The rediscovery of the Nazca Lines marked the beginning of a new chapter in understanding this ancient civilization. It opened the door to decades of research, debate, and discovery, as scientists and enthusiasts alike sought to unravel their secrets. As we delve deeper into the challenges of studying these lines, we'll uncover how modern technology has transformed our ability to explore and preserve this remarkable piece of history. Shifting our focus to the environmental factors, let's consider how climate change may have shaped the story of the Nazca Lines. The Nazca civilization thrived in one of the driest regions on Earth, where water was a precious and often scarce resource. Studies suggest that the climate in this area was not always as arid as it is today. and shifts in weather patterns may have played a significant role in the rise and fall of this ancient culture. During certain periods, the region experienced more rainfall, creating conditions that could support agriculture and sustain a growing population. This relatively fertile environment may have enabled the Nazca people to undertake the monumental task of creating the lines. However, evidence points to a dramatic shift in the climate around the time the Nazca civilization began to decline. Researchers have found traces of severe droughts that likely disrupted water supplies and made farming increasingly difficult. These prolonged dry spells would have put immense pressure on the society, potentially leading to food shortages and social instability. Some experts believe that the Nazca Lines themselves may have been connected to water rituals or ceremonies designed to appease the gods and ensure rainfall. If this theory holds true, the lines could represent a desperate attempt by the Nazca people to influence their environment in the face of worsening conditions. The impact of climate change on the Nazca civilization is further supported by archaeological findings. Excavations have uncovered evidence of abandoned settlements and disrupted agricultural systems, pointing to a time when the harsh environment became too difficult to manage. The decline of the Nazca people may have been hastened by their inability to adapt to these changing conditions, leading to the eventual abandonment of their cultural and artistic practices, including the creation of the lines. This connection between climate change and the Nazca Lines offers a compelling perspective on how environmental factors can shape human history. It highlights the vulnerability of ancient societies to shifts in their natural surroundings and underscores the importance of understanding these dynamics. As we continue to explore the mysteries of the Nazca Lines, the role of climate change serves as a reminder of the delicate balance between human ingenuity and the forces of nature. Next, we'll delve into how the lines might have played a role in the economy and trade of the Nazca civilization. Turning our attention to another fascinating angle, let's explore how the Nazca Lines might have played a role in the economy and trade of the ancient Nazca civilization. While the lines are often seen as artistic or spiritual creations, some researchers suggest they could have served practical purposes related to commerce and prosperity. The Nazca region was part of a larger network of ancient trade routes that connected coastal areas with the Andean highlands. Goods like pottery, textiles, and precious metals were exchanged across these routes, creating a vibrant economic system. It's possible that the Nazca Lines acted as markers or symbols along these trade paths, guiding travelers or signifying the wealth and influence of the Nazca people. One theory proposes that the lines were used to direct caravans or signal the presence of important resources, such as water or fertile land. In a desert environment, these resources would have been crucial for sustaining trade networks. The geoglyphs, with their massive scale and visibility, could have served as waypoints or landmarks, helping traders navigate the harsh terrain. Another intriguing idea is that the lines symbolized prosperity and power, showcasing the Nazca civilization's ability to undertake such ambitious projects. Creating these enormous designs would have required significant resources, labor, and organization, all of which might have signaled economic strength to neighboring societies. The lines could have been a form of cultural expression that also communicated the Nazca people's wealth and ingenuity. Additionally, some scholars believe that the lines were connected to rituals or ceremonies that celebrated trade and abundance. For example, certain geoglyphs might have been used during festivals or gatherings where goods were exchanged, further linking the lines to economic activities. While this remains speculative, it highlights the possibility that the Nazca Lines were more than just artistic or spiritual creations. They might have played a vital role in the economic life of the civilization. As we piece together the puzzle of the Nazca Lines, the connection to trade and economy adds another layer of complexity to their story. Whether as navigational aids, symbols of prosperity, or part of economic rituals, the lines remind us of the multifaceted ways in which ancient societies interacted with their environment and each other. Next, we'll uncover how mythology and storytelling might have influenced the creation of these enigmatic designs. Shifting our perspective once more, let's dive into the rich tapestry of mythology that may have inspired the Nazca Lines. The ancient Nazca civilization was deeply rooted in spiritual beliefs and storytelling, and it's possible that the geoglyphs were a way to honor their gods, myths, and legends. These massive designs could be visual representations of stories passed down through generations, etched into the desert as a permanent testament to their culture. One prominent theory suggests that the animal geoglyphs, such as the monkey, spider, and hummingbird, were tied to deities or mythological creatures. For example, the spider might symbolize a god of rain or fertility, essential for survival in the arid Nazca region. The hummingbird, often associated with energy and renewal, could represent a divine messenger or a symbol of rebirth. These figures might not just be art but sacred symbols connecting the Nazca people to the spiritual world. Another compelling idea is that the lines themselves were part of a larger mythological narrative. Some researchers believe the geometric patterns and long straight lines could represent paths or routes taken by mythical heroes or gods in their legends. Walking these paths might have been a form of ritual, allowing participants to physically reenact the journeys of their ancestors or deities. Additionally, certain geoglyphs might depict scenes from creation myths or cosmic events. For instance, the famous astronaut figure could symbolize a celestial being or a shaman traveling between the earthly and spiritual realms. The overlapping of astronomy, mythology, and art in the Nazca Lines suggests a culture deeply intertwined with the cosmos and its stories. Stories of water gods, in particular, are thought to be central to Nazca mythology, given the region's extreme dryness. Some geoglyphs might have been offerings or prayers to these deities, asking for rain or fertility. Rituals performed at these sites could have been a way to ensure the gods' favor and the community's survival. As we explore the connection between the Nazca Lines and mythology, it's clear that these designs were more than just visual marvels. They were a bridge between the physical and spiritual world. Whether as symbols of gods, depictions of myths, or pathways for rituals, the lines offer a glimpse into the profound beliefs that shaped the Nazca civilization. Up next, we'll examine how sound and acoustics might have played a surprising role in the creation and purpose of these enigmatic geoglyphs. Now, let's turn our attention to an intriguing aspect of the Nazca Lines that often goes overlooked: the role of sound and acoustics. Could these massive geoglyphs have been designed not just to be seen, but to be heard? Some researchers suggest that the Nazca Lines might have had acoustic properties or were used in sound-based rituals, adding another layer of mystery to their purpose. The desert terrain of the Nazca region has unique acoustic characteristics. Sound travels differently across the flat, open landscape, and certain areas might produce echoes or resonances that amplify specific frequencies. This has led to theories that the Nazca people intentionally designed the lines to interact with sound. For example, walking along the long, straight paths or standing at certain intersections might have created audible effects such as echoes or vibrations that could have been used in ceremonies or rituals. One compelling idea is that the Nazca Lines were part of a larger soundscape, where both the visual and auditory elements work together to create a multisensory experience. Chants, drums, or other instruments used in rituals could have interacted with the geoglyphs to produce unique acoustic effects. These sounds might have been believed to carry messages to the gods or to invoke specific spiritual energies. Some evidence supports this theory. Researchers have noted that certain geoglyphs are located in areas where natural echoes occur, suggesting that the Nazca people might have chosen these sites deliberately. Additionally, the layout of the lines and shapes could have been designed to enhance sound reflections or create patterns of resonance. For instance, the spirals and concentric circles seen in some geoglyphs might have been used to focus or amplify sound during rituals. The idea of sound-based rituals isn't unique to the Nazca culture. Many ancient civilizations used sound as a tool for spiritual connection, from the echoing chambers of Mayan temples to the chanting rituals of Tibetan monks. If the Nazca Lines were indeed part of a sound-based tradition, it would align them with a broader global practice of using acoustics to bridge the human and divine worlds. While the evidence for this theory is still emerging, it opens up fascinating possibilities about how the Nazca Lines were experienced. They might not have been just a visual spectacle but a full sensory phenomenon, where sound played a crucial role in their meaning and use. This theory reminds us that ancient cultures often engaged with their environment in ways that go beyond what we can easily see or understand today. As we continue to unravel the secrets of the Nazca Lines, the role of sound and acoustics invites us to listen as well as look, to hear the echoes of a civilization that might have left its mark not just on the earth but in the air itself. Next, we'll explore how the artistic expression of the Nazca people shines through these enigmatic designs, revealing their creativity and cultural identity. Moving into the realm of creativity and identity, let's explore how the Nazca Lines served as a powerful form of artistic expression for this ancient civilization. These geoglyphs are not just mysterious markings on the earth, they are a testament to the creativity, skill, and cultural identity of the Nazca people. Through their designs, the Nazca may have been communicating ideas, beliefs, and stories that were central to their way of life. The Nazca Lines are a stunning display of artistry, combining intricate patterns, bold lines, and symbolic figures that stretch across the desert. The precision and scale of these designs suggest that they were more than just decorative, they were deeply meaningful. The animal geoglyphs, for instance, are not random choices but likely held symbolic significance. The hummingbird, spider, and monkey might have represented deities, natural forces, or spiritual concepts that were important to the Nazca worldview. What makes these designs even more remarkable is the way they blend abstract and representational art. Some geoglyphs are highly stylized, using geometric shapes and patterns that might have conveyed specific messages or meanings. Others are more lifelike, capturing the essence of the animals they depict with striking accuracy. This combination of styles highlights the Nazca people's ability to balance creativity with purpose, turning the desert into a canvas for their cultural expression. The process of creating these geoglyphs would have required not only artistic skill but also a deep understanding of the landscape. The Nazca had to carefully plan and execute their designs, ensuring that the lines and shapes were visible and impactful. This level of precision suggests that the act of creating the geoglyphs was itself a form of ritual or expression, a way for the Nazca to connect with their environment and leave their mark for future generations. Art often serves as a bridge between the physical and spiritual worlds, and the Nazca Lines are no exception. These designs might have been used in ceremonies or rituals, helping to communicate with the gods or honor the natural world. The act of walking along the lines or gathering around specific geoglyphs could have been a communal experience, reinforcing shared beliefs and values. In this way, the Nazca Lines were not just art but a form of storytelling, a visual language that conveyed the culture's deepest truths. As we reflect on the artistic significance of the Nazca Lines, we're reminded of the universal power of art to express what words cannot. These geoglyphs are a window into the minds and hearts of the Nazca people, revealing their creativity, their connection to the land, and their desire to communicate something lasting and profound. Next, we'll delve into how modern technology is helping us uncover even more secrets of these ancient designs, shedding new light on their purpose and meaning. Shifting our focus to the tools of the modern age, let's explore how technology has transformed our understanding of the Nazca Lines. Over the past few decades, advancements like satellite imagery and three-dimensional modeling have opened up entirely new ways to study these ancient geoglyphs, revealing details that were previously impossible to see. These tools have not only enhanced our ability to map and analyze the lines, but have also led to groundbreaking discoveries that challenge long-held assumptions. Satellite imagery, for instance, has allowed researchers to view the Nazca Lines from a perspective once reserved for ancient gods. High-resolution images captured from space have provided a comprehensive overview of the geoglyphs, revealing patterns and connections that are invisible from the ground. This bird's eye view has helped archaeologists identify previously unknown lines and figures, expanding the known scope of this mysterious site. Three-dimensional modeling has further deepened our understanding by allowing researchers to digitally reconstruct the landscape and examine the lines in intricate detail. This technology has revealed subtle variations in the terrain, showing how the Nazca people adapted their designs to the natural contours of the Earth. For example, certain lines follow the slopes of hills or align with specific geological features, suggesting a sophisticated understanding of the landscape. These technological advancements have also uncovered evidence of human activity that sheds light on the construction process. Ground-penetrating radar and LiDAR, which uses laser pulses to map the surface, have detected traces of ancient pathways and tools near the lines. These findings suggest that the Nazca people may have used simple yet effective methods like ropes and stakes to create their massive designs with remarkable precision. Perhaps most exciting are the discoveries made possible by drone technology. Drones equipped with high-resolution cameras can fly low over the lines, capturing detailed images without disturbing the fragile desert surface. This has led to the identification of smaller, previously overlooked geoglyphs, including abstract shapes and human-like figures that add new dimensions to the Nazca's artistic repertoire. As we continue to harness the power of modern technology, the Nazca Lines remain a testament to the ingenuity of both ancient and contemporary civilizations. These tools are not only unlocking the secrets of the past, but also inspiring new questions and avenues of research. Next, we'll delve into how astronomical events may have influenced the creation of these enigmatic designs, further connecting the Nazca people to the cosmos. Turning our gaze to the heavens, let's consider how the Nazca Lines might extend their connection to the cosmos beyond mere star alignment. While many theories have focused on the line's relationship with constellations, some researchers propose that the ancient Nazca people may have also been tracking planetary movements, solstices, and other significant astronomical events. This broader view of astronomy could reveal even more about the cultural and spiritual significance of these enigmatic designs. One compelling theory suggests that certain lines or figures were aligned with the positions of planets during specific times of the year. For example, the appearance of Venus, often referred to as the morning star or evening star, may have held special meaning for the Nazca civilization. Aligning geoglyphs with its path could have allowed them to predict its movements, which were often associated with agricultural cycles or spiritual rituals. Another intriguing possibility is that the Nazca Lines were used to mark solstices and equinoxes, critical points in the solar calendar that signaled the changing of seasons. Researchers have identified several lines that seem to align with the rising or setting sun during these astronomical events. These alignments could have served as a kind of ancient calendar, helping the Nazca people time their agricultural activities or ceremonies. Some scholars also speculate that the lines might have been used to observe lunar cycles or eclipses. The moon played a significant role in many ancient cultures, often symbolizing fertility, timekeeping, or even the divine. By incorporating lunar observations into their designs, the Nazca people could have deepened their connection to natural rhythms and celestial forces. What makes these theories so fascinating is the possibility that the Nazca Lines were not just static symbols but dynamic tools for understanding and interacting with the cosmos. Whether tracking planets, marking solstices, or predicting eclipses, the lines may have served as a bridge between the Earth and the heavens, reflecting the Nazca people's profound reverence for the universe. As we explore these ideas, it's clear that the Nazca Lines hold layers of meaning that go beyond what we can see at first glance. Next, we'll investigate how the lines might have been tied to sacrificial rituals, shedding light on another dimension of this ancient civilization's beliefs and practices. Shifting our focus from the celestial to the spiritual, let's delve into the idea that the Nazca Lines might have played a role in sacrificial rituals or offerings. This theory suggests that these massive geoglyphs were not just artistic or astronomical markers, but also sites of profound religious significance. The notion of sacrifice often carries deep cultural and spiritual weight in ancient civilizations, and the Nazca people may have incorporated this practice into their relationship with the lines. Some researchers point to archaeological findings in the Nazca region that hint at ritualistic activities. For instance, discoveries of pottery shards, textiles, and even human remains near certain lines have led to speculation that these areas were used for ceremonies involving offerings or sacrifices. These artifacts could indicate that the lines were part of a broader system of worship or appeasement of deities, possibly linked to fertility, agriculture, or natural forces. One particularly compelling piece of evidence comes from the study of the Nazca's burial practices. Excavations have revealed tombs containing offerings such as food, ceramics, and tools, suggesting a belief in the importance of providing for the afterlife. If the lines were seen as sacred pathways or representations of divine power, it's possible that similar offerings were made at these sites to ensure favor or protection from the gods. However, the theory is not without its challenges. While some artifacts have been found near the lines, there is no direct evidence that human sacrifices took place at these locations. Additionally, the arid climate of the Nazca region makes it difficult to preserve organic materials, leaving many questions unanswered. This ambiguity leaves room for debate, with some scholars arguing that the lines were purely symbolic or practical rather than tied to sacrificial rituals. Exploring this theory opens a window into the spiritual world of the Nazca people and their possible motivations for creating the lines. Whether used for offerings, ceremonies, or other ritualistic purposes, the geoglyphs may have been a way to connect with the divine and navigate the challenges of their environment. Looking ahead, we'll examine how the creation of the Nazca Lines might have required a remarkable level of community collaboration, shedding light on the social and organizational skills of this ancient civilization. Turning our attention to the people behind the lines, let's explore how the creation of the Nazca geoglyphs might have been a monumental team effort. The sheer scale and precision of these designs suggest that the Nazca people worked together in ways that required not only skill but also a high degree of community organization and cooperation. Imagine the coordination needed to create figures stretching hundreds of feet across the desert, with designs that remained perfectly aligned despite the vast terrain. This wasn't a task for a small group or a single individual. Instead, it likely involved entire communities working in unison, guided by shared goals and a collective vision. Archaeologists believe that the Nazca people may have divided the work into specialized roles. Some individuals might have planned the designs, using their knowledge of geometry and astronomy, while others executed the physical labor of removing the dark surface stones to reveal the lighter soil beneath. This division of labor would have required clear communication and a structured system to ensure that every detail matched the intended design. The social implications of such a project are fascinating. It suggests that the Nazca society valued collaboration and had developed systems to manage large-scale endeavors. Whether it was through religious leaders, skilled artisans, or community organizers, the ability to bring people together for a shared purpose speaks volumes about their social cohesion and leadership. Moreover, the creation of the lines might have strengthened community bonds. Working on such a massive project could have fostered a sense of unity and shared identity among the Nazca people. It's possible that the lines were not just artistic or spiritual achievements, but also symbols of their collective strength and ingenuity. As we consider the role of community in the Nazca Lines, it becomes clear that these geoglyphs are a testament to the power of collaboration. They stand as a reminder of what can be achieved when people come together with a common purpose. Next, we'll reflect on the immense time and patience required to create the Nazca Lines, shedding light on the dedication of this ancient civilization. Now, let's take a moment to appreciate the extraordinary time and patience that went into creating the Nazca Lines. These intricate designs, etched across the desert floor, were not the work of a single generation, but rather the culmination of centuries of dedication and perseverance. The sheer scale of the project suggests that the Nazca people were willing to invest not just years but entire lifetimes, and likely multiple generations into their vision. Consider the meticulous planning and execution required for each geoglyph. From the initial design phase to the labor-intensive process of removing the dark surface stones, every step would have demanded unwavering focus and precision. This wasn't a task that could be rushed or abandoned halfway. Instead, it required a long-term commitment, with each generation building upon the work of the one before it. How did the Nazca people maintain this level of dedication over such a vast time span? It's likely that the lines held deep cultural or spiritual significance, inspiring them to persevere despite the challenges. Perhaps they saw their work as a sacred duty, a way to honor their ancestors or connect with the divine. This sense of purpose would have helped them stay motivated, even as the years turned into decades and then centuries. The endurance required for such a project is a testament to the Nazca people's resilience and determination. It's a reminder that great achievements often come not from quick fixes but from sustained effort and collective patience. The Nazca Lines are more than just ancient art, they're a symbol of what can be accomplished when a community commits to a shared goal over the long term. As we reflect on the role of time and patience in the creation of the Nazca Lines, it's impossible not to feel a sense of awe for the dedication of this ancient civilization. Their work stands as a timeless reminder that some things are worth waiting for and worth working toward, no matter how long it takes. Next, we'll delve into the most baffling mysteries of the Nazca Lines, exploring the questions that continue to puzzle researchers and captivate the world. Shifting our focus to the unsolved mysteries of the Nazca Lines, we're reminded that despite decades of research, these ancient designs still hold secrets that defy explanation. One of the most enduring questions is how the Nazca people managed to create such massive, intricate geoglyphs without the ability to view them from above. Were they guided by some form of aerial perspective, or did they rely on a system of measurements and markers we've yet to fully understand? The precision and scale of these designs continue to leave researchers in awe. Another baffling aspect is the purpose behind the lines. While theories range from astronomical calendars to religious rituals, no single explanation has been universally accepted. Why did the Nazca people invest so much time and effort into these designs? Were they meant to communicate with the gods, mark sacred spaces, or serve as a form of ancient art? The lack of definitive answers only deepens the intrigue. The controversial astronaut geoglyph adds another layer of mystery. Some claim it represents extraterrestrial visitors, while others argue it's a depiction of a shaman or a deity. The debate highlights how interpretations of the Nazca Lines vary widely, often reflecting the beliefs and perspectives of those studying them. Perhaps most puzzling is the sheer longevity of the lines. How have they survived for over 2,000 years in such an arid and windswept environment? The natural forces that should have eroded them have instead preserved them, almost as if they were designed to endure. These unanswered questions are part of what makes the Nazca Lines so captivating. They challenge our understanding of ancient civilizations and remind us that history is full of enigmas waiting to be solved. For researchers and the public alike, the Nazca Lines are a testament to humanity's enduring fascination with the unknown. As we continue to explore these mysteries, one thing is certain: the Nazca Lines will remain a source of wonder and inspiration for generations to come. Next, we'll look at how modern research is shedding new light on these ancient wonders. Moving forward into the future of Nazca Line research, advancements in technology are opening up exciting new possibilities for uncovering the secrets of these ancient wonders. Modern tools like satellite imagery, drones, and three-dimensional modeling are revolutionizing the way we study these massive geoglyphs. These technologies allow researchers to analyze the lines in unprecedented detail, revealing patterns and features that were previously invisible to the naked eye. For example, recent drone surveys have uncovered dozens of smaller, previously unnoticed geoglyphs, suggesting that the Nazca Lines may be even more extensive than we once thought. Another promising area of research lies in the development of more precise dating methods. By analyzing the soil and organic material around the lines, scientists hope to pinpoint exactly when and how they were created. This could provide valuable insights into the cultural and environmental context of their construction, helping us better understand the motivations behind these ancient designs. Additionally, interdisciplinary approaches are bringing fresh perspectives to the study of the Nazca Lines. Archaeologists, anthropologists, and even climate scientists are collaborating to explore how factors like weather patterns, water availability, and societal changes influence the creation and preservation of the lines. This holistic approach is helping to piece together a more comprehensive picture of the Nazca civilization and their remarkable achievements. Yet, despite these advancements, many questions remain unanswered. How did the Nazca people maintain such precision over such vast distances? Were the lines truly meant to be seen from above? And if so, how did they achieve this without modern technology? And perhaps most intriguing, what drove them to invest so much time and effort into these designs in the first place? As we look to the future, it's clear that the Nazca Lines will continue to captivate and challenge us. With each new discovery, we inch closer to unraveling their mysteries, but they remind us that some secrets of the past may never be fully understood. For now, they stand as a testament to human ingenuity and our endless quest for knowledge. As we wrap up our journey through the 30 puzzling secrets of the Nazca Lines, it's impossible not to be struck by the sheer scale of their mystery. From their precise geometric designs to the enigmatic animal figures, these ancient geoglyphs continue to defy easy explanation. We've explored their potential purposes ranging from astronomical alignments to water rituals, and marveled at the skill and dedication it must have taken to create them without modern tools or aerial views. These lines are more than just markings on a desert floor. They're a window into the beliefs, ingenuity, and creativity of the Nazca people. Whether they were used for ceremonies to communicate with the gods or as symbols of identity, their cultural significance cannot be overstated. And yet, even with all we've learned, so much remains unknown. How were these massive designs maintained over centuries? What drove the Nazca civilization to invest such effort into these creations? And why did they abandon them so abruptly? The Nazca Lines remind us that history is filled with puzzles waiting to be solved. They challenge us to keep exploring, questioning, and learning. And who knows, maybe one day, advances in technology or a groundbreaking discovery will unlock one of their many secrets. Before we go, we'd love to hear your thoughts. What do you think the purpose of the Nazca Lines was? Do you have a favorite theory or geoglyph? Share your ideas in the comments below. We're excited to hear what you think. If you enjoyed diving into this ancient mystery with us, don't forget to hit that subscribe button and ring the notification bell. There are countless historical enigmas out there waiting to be uncovered, and we can't wait to explore them with you. Until next time, keep questioning, keep discovering, and keep marveling at the wonders of our world.